Welcome into the WSBN, everybody, the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Hope you found us okay. However you did, whether you're on our YouTube page or the company's website, this is the final broadcast of North Rink action here tonight at the Continental Clash between the Minnesota Blades and the LSL Lions. This is Dylan Ward. I'll be on the call with you here for this one. I'm solo for this one, so I hope you don't get too sick and tired of my voice because you won't hear another. LSL, you can hear the crowd cheering. By far the loudest crowds we've had here at the Continental Clash. Lots of spirit and emotion being shown by these parents for their kids of LSL Lions. It's really nice to see, and I'm sure the kids love it too. Lots of noisemakers and a little bit of everything. So LSL will be the designated home team. They'll shoot from right to left. Minnesota Blades from left to right. Minnesota in maroon, gray, and black. And Quebec wearing black and yellow. Drop of the puck. We are underway for game number 4 of the tournament for the Lions. Game number 3 for the Blades. Minnesota Blades with a game in hand due to their opening game getting postponed against Slovakia because they hadn't arrived yet. That looked just offsides. We will play on. Minnesota looking to pressure early. That backhander misses the net wide. These are two undefeated teams in this tournament. Minnesota 2-0-0-0 and the Lions 3-0-0-0 as both look to climb the standings. Both these teams are going to the playoffs. That's for sure. It's just a matter of what seed they get and if they'll have the last change in the home ice advantage and who they will play in the opening round of 16. Here's Quincy Fontaine, number 8 out there in yellow, who I said earlier is, I believe, one of the best players, if not the best, in the entire tournament, at least from the games that I've seen. Look for him to get real active. He's a defenseman on paper, but has his point totals like a forward. Here's a wraparound try by Minnesota. That one stopped by the Lions starting goaltender, Thomas St. Martin. He's 2-0-0 in this tournament. 1-0-0 with a 1.99 goals against average and a 900 save percentage. On the other end, in net, it's Ethan Lindberg. He's 1-0-0 with a 2 goals against average, 2.00 that is, and an 818 save percentage through his one start at this Continental Clash. Delayed offsides against Quebec. They'll have to tag up, so the Blades will get a hold of the puck, skate through neutral ice. Now this pass up ahead for Hansen. Slides it over to the right side, got it back. Hansen with a shot. That one got blocked, and it rebounds all the way outside the zone. Chasing after it, Levy Correa. If he gets to it, he has a breakaway. He pulls it to his forehand. And was that stopped? No, and it's no goal. The signal from the referee. Face-off coming at the left circle. Oh my goodness, Ethan Lindberg. What a stop. 12:51 to go in the first. Still no score. Maybe the best save we've seen here at the Continental Clash so far. Now behind the goal line, they'll look to get it deep. Behind the net. Being battled for. And finally the Lions, Brunel will get it. Look to get it up high to the left point. There is Quincy Fontaine. Got his pocket picked, and the Blades will get it out to neutral ice, but not hang on to possession. And now they finally will get the puck. Skating into the zone here, James Girard. Girard taking a lap behind the net. And he got his pocket picked. Lions look to clear the zone. They cannot. It's Henry Cohen. interception. This one's picked up by Finley Brunel of the Lions, but he can't hang on to it again. Benji Schilling with the steal. And close to too many men there for the Lions, but they will get off in time. Now here's a steal and a partial breakaway. Tanner Peterson lost the puck. Big rebound by the goaltender, and they couldn't bury it on that rebound. So now here come the Lions. This is Sasha Durdick, and a penalty is called as he was rushing in. So Durdevic draws the call, and it's going to send the LSL Lions to the power play. With how much high-power offense this Lions team has, power play, a suspicious 2 out of 14 in this tournament for a 14.3%. Blades, with one less game played, their penalty kill 4 out of 5 here at the Continental Clash. A big opportunity for the Lions. You almost think they're due for a power play goal, as the fans really getting into it here to our right. Face-offs taken by the Blades, and a quick and easy clear to start the penalty kill. As for every game here in the league phase of this Continental Clash, it is a cross-border matchup. Canada versus USA, Minnesota versus Quebec. The regions each team is representing on the back of their jerseys. Here's Fontaine. He got it to the circle for Brassard. Now down to Boucher. This one down behind the net, picked up by Lancette. He can't clear it out. Now, with some help, Minnesota will get it outside the zone. Quincy Fontaine, with 4 goals, 7 assists in this tournament, tries for another one with a slap shot. That one whistles high of the crossbar. Now chasing back, Tyler Steinberg. He's had a solid tournament too, with 2 goals and 2 assists. This one sent up high. Here's a shot taken by Maxim Perrault, but that one missed the net. Only 1-1 the official count for shots on goal here, as Minnesota will clear again. 40 seconds to go in the power play. 10-11 to go in period number 1. Here comes Quincy Fontaine. He's been on the ice this entire man advantage. Still has a lot of gas in the tank. He'll try a tough angle shot. That one off the iron. He'll get it back, but just for a moment before it's taken away by Minnesota. And they will clear the zone. Sort of a weird power play here. You could argue that it's a good penalty kill and a good power play, or the other way around. Each team has had really 50-50. Some good looks for the Lions for sure, but the Blades have cleared the puck about 3-4 times as they look to do it one more as the penalty is over and we are back to 5-on-5. So the Lions 0 for 1 on the power play here tonight. They now fall to 2 out of 15 as Fontaine finds a tough angle shot. I have no idea where he found that hole in the net, but he gets his 5th goal of the tournament. And who else breaks the ice? It's 1-0 Lions. Quincy Fontaine with his 12th point here in his 10th period of play. Official assist credit goes to Emilio Cetrosini. No secondary awarded by the officials here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Northern suburbs, about 30 minutes north of Chicago borders, here in Illinois. And Mount Prospect Ice Arena, home to lots of hockey and tournaments. This rink opened in 2016 with the addition of a 3rd rink in 2021. We are on the north rink. There's also the central and the south rink. 8.5 to go here in the first period of play. 1-0 to the Lions. Quincy Fontaine scored the goal for the Gold Sweaters. That looked close to offsides. They won't call it. Minnesota bench wants a call, but they won't get one at this point. The noisemakers continue here for the LSL fans. I said it before on this broadcast, easily from the games I've seen, the best crowds that any team has had so far. Centering pass, here's a chance, and that one sent wide by Steinberg. Was heavily contested while he took the shot, but got one off, missed the net. Now here's the Blades. This is Benji Schilling. He'll get this one out to neutral ice, right to the stick of Fontaine, the goal scorer. He'll try for another one. This one just bounces wide of the cage. The Blades look to get it out of the zone. It's kept in the blue line. Now this one sent down to the corner. Here's Steinberg for the Lions. He'll go behind the goal line for Bouchines. Now this one sent up. It's Philip Potvin. Sent around the boards into the left wing where it's played off the glass and out. Kick to the stick by Fontaine. And he is all over the ice surface here tonight. Don't forget, he's a defenseman by nature, folks. Now the Blades finally get possession of the puck. They will rush the other way. It's Emmett McDowell for Minnesota. He'll punch this one deep. Picks up the puck at the corner. Now centers it right in the slot. A loose puck, but nobody home for Minnesota to get a nice point-blank chance. So now here's Steinberg. He'll try a slapper into the glove cleanly of Ethan Lindberg. He will hang on. And after 4 seconds strip off the clock, the ref will finally blow the whistle. 6:24 to go, first period. Three to 1 the shots on goal in favor of the Lions. Puck falls, it's won by LSL. Minnesota out to neutral ice. Perot. Now McDowell almost taken away for a 2-on-1 in close, but not quite for the Lions. We get down to less than 6 to go in the opening period. Now over the line comes Quebec. Right wing, pass back attempt didn't work out, and so this one will be sent down below the goal line. Picked up by Minnesota. Here's Carter Thompson with it. He can't clear the zone. He got the puck back. He sent it to the neutral zone. Now this is Easton Nichols. His teammate will dump it in. Make a line change. Thompson, the only one out there that didn't sprint to the bench. Now Brassard got it up ice. This is Correa. He'll take a shot. That one stopped by the thudding pad. Rebound. This shot taken from the right circle. Another good pad save made there by Lindberg. Now here comes Hansen. He will slide it over the left side. Peterson just out of his reach. Below the goal line, far side corner. This one taken by Correa as the Quebec Lions rush out 3-on-2. Correa down the right wing side, cuts to the slot, gets rid of a shot, and a pad save made by Lindberg. Now here comes Minnesota the other direction. This is Hansen over the line down the left wing side. Hansen centered it. Here's a shot. Blocked rebound. What a save made by St. Martin. Keeping the 0 on the board. And that's called for offsides. Wow. We've seen a stellar stop at both ends of the ice in the opening 10.5 minutes here of this one. Neutral zone draw coming up here. Puck falls, it's won by the Lions. LSL has been dominating this game. Not to say Minnesota has not had their chances. So we've got two very hockey-centered regions going off against one another, Quebec and Minnesota. Minnesota certainly the biggest hockey state in the United States. No question about that. I think high school hockey up in Minnesota gets bigger crowds than football, if that tells you anything. Now this is Quincy Fontaine, the lone goal scorer of this one. He'll come over the line. Fontaine splits the D, gets a shot off. And that one was stopped by Lindbergh. And Quincy Fontaine, one thing they're not tracking here at the Continental Clash is individual player shots on goal. I'm sure he has 4 or 5 already of their 8. 8-2 the shots in favor of the Lions, who also hold a 1-0 lead in the hockey game. Dylan Ward on the call with you, Anthony Lund, our producer. Just a 2-man crew here as I am solo with the headset on. I was with Tarsi all day, Tarsi Young. Feels good to get back in the play-by-play slot after I was doing color for his play-by-play. This one's forced out through neutral ice. This is picked up by Charlie Hansen. Over the line. Now it's picked up by McDowell. McDowell below the goal line for Minnesota. Looking to get something on the board here. Up to the point. Bragnolo will dump this one down below the line. Now McDowell. Far side half boards. Minnesota attacking zone. Found below the goal line by Hansen. Hill sent it up high. And it comes outside the zone. Here comes LSL on a 2-on-2 rush. Not much to show for there as Vincent Vinay gets checked into the boards. Bragnolo. Actually, that's Weston Brown, the defenseman for the Blades, behind the net. Now ahead to McDowell. Into neutral ice, Nichols. McDowell bails him out, comes over the line, drops it off for Hansen. Charlie Hansen takes a shot. That wouldn't go off the rebound. Someone found the loose puck and fired it towards the net, but missed the cage. Goalie does not have his stick. It's just right next to him. He could easily grab it. Doesn't want to waste time. Here's a shot. And what a stop without the goal stick. Thomas St. Martin, his second superb save of the first period. And the Lions fans letting him know here in Mount Prospect, Illinois. Gotta think these kids are loving playing in front of this crowd, even if it is just their parents. They're really bringing the energy. As I'm sure many of you Lions fans watching at home are screaming at your screen right now. Under 2 to go here in period number 1. The lone goal of the game belonging to Quincy Fontaine with an assist from Emilio Cetrosini. Minnesota looking to answer. A penalty has been called, and I'm not sure about that one. Sort of looked like he fell on his own, but can't undo a call, and we will have a power play going in the way of Minnesota. All right, so Minnesota gets their power play unit out there. In their 2 games, they have only had 3 opportunities with the man advantage. They are 0 for 3. The penalty kill for the Lions, 8 out of 9. It's good for 89% on the kill. This power play will carry over into the second if they cannot score, but a big opportunity to tie this game up for the designated visitors. Corwin lost the puck. Bragnolo in neutral ice will slide it over. Now entering the zone, but offsides were the Blades, and that'll stop play and the clock with 1:06 to go in period 1. Shots on goal, 8-3 in favor of the Lions. Minnesota would sure love to get some more shots on target here with one extra skater for 90 more seconds. Neutral zone face-off at the dot closest to the Lions bench, pulled back by the Blades. Brody Harris. Now this one's dumped low by Uncles Bay of Minnesota. Below the goal line, under a minute in the period. Found by Quincy Fontaine, and he will clear it off the near glass and all the way down. Bragnolo with 40 in the period. He finds Hansen. Boy, Charlie Hansen has been very noticeable out there for this Minnesota team. I feel like I've been saying his name a lot as well. He does lead this team in points at the tournament so far, as a close chance wouldn't connect, with 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 total. And now finding the puck are the Lions. Gordevic will dump this one down. Just 10 to go in the period. We'll see if Minnesota has enough time to get one more attack here. A backhand chip into neutral ice. Quebec will hang on to it. And that's going to finish the first period. 15 minutes are in the books here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. It is 1-0 to the Lions as they lead shots on goal 8-3. Because I am solo, I will be taking a timeout during the first period intermission, but it'll only be about a minute or two, so don't go anywhere. This is The Clash.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes, just like you, to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental state you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy, cookie-cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way.
Welcome back to WSBN, the World Sports Broadcasting Network, as we get set for the second period of play as the night falls on day 2 here at the Continental Clash. 22 teams here for the tournament, mostly from the United States and Canada, but one exception, Slovakia, is in the house. They'll be playing the Minnesota Blades later on in the tournament. So still not a lot of time, though. 7 seconds to go on this power play. Here's a shot, and a nice glove save made by St. Martin. It would have been a power play goal as there's 1 second left on the clock, on the penalty clock for this face-off. So it'll be 5-on-4 for 1 second here. And then Maxim Perrault will come out of the box. They'll switch to the left circle instead. Puck falls. Back to 5-on-5 we go. So now Minnesota joins the Lions as 0 for 1 on the power play. Minnesota now 0 for 4 on the power play in the tourney. Weston Brown for the Blades. Back behind his own goal line. Finds McDowell, who sends it out to neutral ice. Quincy Fontaine, the 1-goal scorer here in this one. Really tough angle shot. Not sure how he found a way past the goaltender, Ethan Lindbergh, but he did. Now this shot just missed the net. Takes a crazy hop and touches the ceiling here at the barn, stopping play. Hope you found us okay, whether you're on WSBN TV, YouTube, or the website. Either way, we appreciate you spending your Wednesday night with us. for some Continental Clash hockey. Both these teams undefeated. Something's got to give here tonight, as both these teams have already clinched the playoff portion of this tournament, which gets underway on Friday. Round of 16. 6 regular season league games here at this tournament, and then 4 playoff games if you go all the way. For all the teams that don't qualify for the playoffs, as well as the first round losers in the round of 16, there is a mini tournament on the side called the Continental Divide, where it'll just be 30-minute runtime games, as I confirmed with the tournament director earlier today, so that should be interesting to see how that shakes out. But the grand prize here at the Continental Clash will be a playoff system of regular style games. So much to unfold and so many teams to go through till we get a champion. 22 teams here at the Continental Clash. Now here's a pass waiting at the blue line, was Bergallo, but it was his own blue line. Sort of looked like he was ready for a breakaway there, but had to quickly make sure I knew which side each team was shooting. It is the period of the long change here in the second period, which most of you watching at home probably know means your bench is on your attacking half. Makes it a little bit harder to sprint back to the bench to make a line change, especially if you're being pressured hard in your own defensive end. So the shifts are usually a little bit longer, and tired bodies out there, tired defenders, typically make for, on average, a higher scoring period here in the second. Fontaine shoots, save, rebound, they score! Another point for Quincy Fontaine, but give the goal to Levi Correa. It is his first point of this tournament, 2-0 to the LSL Lions. Number 98, familiar number for those of us here in Chicago. Connor Bedard of the Chicago Blackhawks wears number 98. One of the only players to wear that. I actually have to think if there are any other players that wear number 98. Is that Kyler Yamamoto's number? I don't know. We'll check on that. It is 2-0, although they have not updated the scoreboard here at the rink. And Anthony, I saw you take a peek. Don't worry, man. You updated your scoreboard. Now the other way comes LSL again. What a pass! Finding Durdevic. He'll try a spin around shot. That didn't work out. Wow, what an effort there to get that puck across. I believe that was Felix Bouchines diving just to get enough of the stick on the puck. And it would have been something really special if they were able to score a goal. All right, well, now this is bothering me. Let's see, 98. Brian Lawton, Minnesota North Stars, okay. Mikhail Sergachev, okay. Forgot about that. I think Yamamoto was 96. Anyway, we'll play on here. 2-0 to the Lions. Goals scored by Quincy Fontaine and Levi Correa. Lions also lead shots on goal. 10-5 as one of these teams looks to stay undefeated here at the Clash. Another familiar jersey number in Canada, number 97. That's Vincent Vinay. He tried a centering pass. That didn't work out. Taken by Minnesota. Over the line comes Easton Nickel. Puck taken right back by the Lions. Here's Vinay. He lost the puck in his skates, so instead it's taken by Weston Brown. Recovered by the Lions. Neutral ice. They will dump this one all the way down. Lions struggled in goal differential here in the second period until last game. Until last game, they were a -2 in the middle frame, which is uncharacteristic for them, seeing as they have a total goal differential of +13. But in their last game earlier this morning, they outscored their opponent 4-0 in the second period. So that brings their goal differential in that period back up to the positives in a +2 form. And they have one in this game here in the second period, so call it a +3. As the Minnesota Blades a +3 as well in the second period. Again, don't forget, one less game played. 4-1 their goal differential. 7-5 the Lions. Drop of the puck, and it's taken by Minnesota. Peterson will dump it in down the left wing side. Finding it is Quincy Fontaine. He will send it along the boards. Stolen away by the Blades. Minnesota looking to get on the board here with anything. Here's a pass over, wide open is one man. That's Corwin. He takes a shot that sails high of the net. Now the Lions find it. It is Fontaine. He'll look over his options, then decide to circle back in his own zone, and he'll find his man Correa waiting at the blue line. Couldn't quite get a breakaway out of it. If he did, he would have had a chance to score his second of the game. Did not have a point in the tournament coming into this one, Levi Correa. And he gets the better of the two different types of points with a goal. Now another odd man rush. Here comes Quebec. Tyler Steinberg from behind the net centered it, but nobody there to get a clean look. And now one man couldn't keep it in the zone. Here comes Minnesota. Racing ahead, Girard. James Girard has a look, and he lost the puck. Maybe that's what he was trying to do, but it hit the goal post on the left side. Now Minnesota will get it back. It's Bragnolo. To the far side. Over the line comes the Blades, and they will dump this one down the right wing. Fans getting loud here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Here's a shot from the slot. That one deflects wide. Rebound's picked up from below the goal line. And the Lions will look to clear the zone. They will get it out. Very clean play. Now here comes Tyler Steinberg. He's over the line, right wing side. Puck gets poked off of his stick. Goes right back to him. He takes a shot, and that one over the net. Halfway through regulation time, a low-scoring affair here in Chicago. 2-0 to the Lions. Here's a shot. Save, rebound. Whacked out of there. And now this is Minnesota coming the other direction. A pass to Hansen. Charlie Hansen centered it. Slot picked up by a waiting Philip Potvin. Now Quebec. Tyler Steinberg. Left circle. Down to the left side corner for Jordan Loeb. Up to the left point. Now down to the circle once again. This is Cetrosini. He will take a shot deflected off the post. And we've now seen pucks hit the post at both ends of the rink in the last 2-3 minutes. Now Hansen couldn't get that pass over. He had a wide open man. That was Girard. Can you tell these kids are playing their fourth game in 2 days? Here's a shot, save, rebound, wide open. Maybe not wide open, but Vincent Venet had a great look and couldn't bury that one. Now McDowell for Minnesota shoots. That one blocked. And laboring after making the block is Bouchine. Now Corwin for Minnesota. Nice move, another nice move. To the net, couldn't get a backhander away. Some filthy mitts there from Henry Corwin, who is tied for the lead in goals this tournament for the Minnesota Blades. Wanted to take sole possession there and help his team out, but unable to get a shot on goal. And they'll drop the puck at the left circle of the Minnesota attacking zone. Face-off won by the Blades. Here's Lancette. Now Corwin shoots, and a save made. And the whistle sounds. Thomas St. Martin with yet another stop where everyone had to hold their breath just a little bit here at the barn. But finally the referee waved it off. He's 8 for 8 between the pipes for the Lions. Only his second game played, but the superior stats of the two goaltenders available to LSL. Talked about it pregame, but Thomas St. Martin, a .199 goals against average and .900 save percentage. And that's coming into the game, so his stats have certainly improved so far in this one. He'll hope it's an improvement after the score is final. Now this is Quebec coming over the line, looking to add on Durdevic. Lost the puck, it's Weston Brown, and the Lions get it back. Now it's Jordan Loeb. Below the goal line, here's a tough angle shot. That one kicked out of there by Ethan Lindbergh. In spite of allowing 2 goals on 13 shots, Lindbergh's had a pretty solid night too between the pipes, as this shot sizzles off the stick of Henry Corwin, and just getting enough of it to make the stop was St. Martin. 4:40 to go in period 2. We've only seen 2 pucks to the back of the net so far. And the Lions okay with an icing here as they desperately need a change. All 5 guys will switch him up. Of course, that's one of the main rule differences from youth hockey to the NHL, is you are allowed to make line changes following icings. And here's the drop of the puck. It is won by Quebec. This one out to neutral ice. Grabbing it is Brassard. That's way offsides. And an easy whistle for the referee. And Brassard took a shot on goal after the whistle had sounded, so not happy with him was Hansen. They'll drop the puck in neutral ice as the fans get rowdy again. Face-off won by the Lions. They will slap this one down. 4:10 to go, second period of action. Peterson out to neutral ice. This one slammed in there by Quincy Fontaine. Deflected by the goalie up into the netting, and the Lions bench wanted the face-off to be down in their attacking zone, but the official will put it in the neutral ice at the dot closest to their attacking half. As the discussion continues with the coach. And now finally we'll drop the puck. Hansen versus Brassard at the face-off circle. Not really sure what we're waiting for here, as now the Minnesota Blades coach wants some kind of explanation. And I'm not sure what he wants an explanation for, because the argument was, should the faceoff be in the attacking zone for the Lions? The officials brought it back out to the neutral zone. So He should be happy about that, if anything. All right, let's get back to it, shall we? Lions lead the Blades 2-0. End of the second period approaching, where we will have an ice cut and a fresh slate for the third period. These last few minutes so crucial for both these teams as the Lions look for that critical 3-goal lead to add some insurance. Minnesota just one on the board will get them right back in it if they're not already. As they rush up ice, Hansen over the line, close to offsides, but no call by the official. Two-man official crew, no orange stripes. As now here comes Quebec, 2-on-1 perhaps. Here's a pass over to the left side. No luck there, and it'll be forced out to the neutral zone. Quincy Fontaine, one of the 2-goal scorers in this hockey game, the other being Levi Correa. Now this is O'Sheets. Now Vinay. Vinay dropped it off for Cetrusini, who has an assist in this game. Now here comes Fontaine. He'll let go of a shot. That one whistles high of the crossbar. 13-9, the shots on goal in favor of the Lions. Feels a lot, or sounds a lot closer than it feels, I should say. As a man's hit into the boards, and there won't be a penalty call. Some of the fans frustrated with that, but we will continue on. 2:20 left in the second period. Now this stretch pass looking for a breakaway there was Ushins, but it will miss him and go all the way down for an icing. 2:07 left in the second period. Dylan Ward here on play-by-play duties with you. Anthony Lund, your camera operator, producer, engineer alike. Continental Clash here on WSBN, the World Sports Broadcasting Network. So happy to be here with you all day long, all week long here in Mount Prospect, Illinois, a suburb just north of Chicago city borders. The third biggest city in the United States. Here's a pass across and a shot. They score! It took a second for the referee to realize it was in, but Mason Unklesby gets his first point of this tournament, and it's a 2-1 game. Critical goal for the Minnesota Blades before we cut the ice. Now they'll bid for another. Here's a shot, that one on target. The save was made. Give an assist to Bo Lancette for the Blades on the lone tally by Minnesota in this one. And it's anyone's game here in Mount Prospect. This one's sent down low, but two players were tied up wearing different jerseys, and this puck will be poked out to the neutral zone. Icing called here against the Quebec team, and that'll put the face-off back in Minnesota's attacking zone. Left circle, face-off coming up here with 1:18 to go in the second. Puck falls, it's won by the Blades. Here is Emmett McDowell. Down below the goal line, it's Nichols. Centering pass, wouldn't go. Now, stuff play attempt. Puck is not frozen yet according to the ref, but now it is with 1:04. Minnesota will have another attacking zone draw here. Let's see if they can find a game tire before we head to the locker room. 1:04 left in period number 2. 2-1, your score for the Lions. Puck falls, it's won by Minnesota. This is Bragnolo. Given up, Lions get it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Quincy Fontaine, looking to dangle around a couple defenders. Gets upended and the stick goes flying. There won't be a penalty call. He'll pick it back up and rejoin the play. This shot takes a deflection, goes up into the protective netting, and that'll freeze time again. 45 seconds to go in the second period. Shots are all even now at 13 apiece between the Lions and Blades. Both these teams looking to stay undefeated here at the Clash. Plenty of time to play as a whole 15-minute period is coming up. Now the Lions. Cetrosini. In the slot. This one forced out to the neutral zone. Nichols will get it ahead. This one forced in by Nichols. 20 on the clock. Picked up by the Lions. And now Fontaine. 10 seconds to go here. Does either team have enough time? Doesn't look like it will be enough time. And that's going to finish period number 2 here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. It is 2-1 in favor of the LSL Lions against the Minnesota Blades. Nothing even close to being decided yet. We'll take a timeout here on WSBN. I'll mute my mic, but we'll stay right here on the air, so don't go anywhere. Third period coming up before you know it on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Dylan Ward and Anthony Lunn, your team today. See you in about...
Fed up with the fluffy and cookie-cutter mental game advice? You're not alone. My best-selling book, Mindset First, is your guide to discover a reliable and repeatable way to dominate the mental game. You don't need to suffer from performance anxiety, overthinking, and confidence issues. In this concise and practical book, you'll learn how I coach professional athletes to get dialed in and day out. You'll see real-life examples of how athletes train their mind to consistently get in the zone. And the bottom line, you'll have the principles and the strategies to break free from the weight of results, play with confidence, and perform when it matters most.
Introducing the Helios Core, a breakthrough in skating development. With smart technology and artificial intelligence, the Helios Core analyzes key aspects of your skating, then shares the data in a mobile app. So players and coaches can see a player's progress, what still needs work, and where they stand against other players their age. The Helios Core gives players the information they need to improve their skating faster than ever before.
Ironman Industries stands for quality and precision in steel manufacturing. Specializing in quality of our work, we're committed to our customers. Build the future with us at ironmanindustries.com. At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
Do you want to develop an unshakable level of self-confidence? Then check out my best-selling book, Mindset First. It provides a concise and practical way for athletes just like you to win the mental game.
just on time for the end of the timer. Welcome back to the Continental Clash. And I don't know if you could do anything about this echo, Anthony. All right, there we go. I don't know if viewers are the same thing or not, but they are. Yeah. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Anthony. Thank you very much. Anthony Lunn, big shout out to you. You're not hearing any of his voice this week, but one of the hardest working guys to make this possible here with WSBN. He has been doing all the games and doing all the responsibilities, camera, graphics, ads, you name it, scoreboard on occasion when there's a solo broadcast and the color man can't do it. But Anthony Lunn, a big, huge part of our crew at WSBN here this week in Mount Prospect, Illinois. We've got a good one here. 13-13 the shots on goal. The LSL Lions lead the Minnesota Blades 2-1 after 2 periods. Scoring summary, LSL took a 2-0 lead. It was Quincy Fontaine, who's his team leading 5th goal and 12th point of the tournament to get things started in the first period. That was assisted by Emilio Cetrosini. And then in the second period, Levi Correa with his first point of the tournament. That one was assisted by Fontaine, so he's now at 13 points here at the Continental Clash. And most recently, Mason Unclesbay broke the ice for the Minnesota Blades. That one assisted by Bo Lancette. And it is 2-1. Drop of the puck at center ice. We are underway in period number 3. 2 teams that are undefeated at the Clash. 2 teams that have already clinched their spot in the opening round of the playoff portion of this tournament. LSL looking to waste no time getting that 2-goal lead back, but this one was stopped. Both goalies have been pretty solid too. Thomas St. Martin of LSL and Ethan Lindberg of the Blades. And it's not just the goaltending performances over the whole game. Both of them have had some incredible stops. Now Minnesota with a bid to tie the game. Here's a pass to the back door. And not able to tip that one home was Unclesbay for his second of the game. We've seen a lot of running clock third periods, but not here. We've got a good one for you. Now here's Quincy Fontaine. He'll get the puck up. And just on sides is Quebec. A centering pass right there with Steinberg, but he gets knocked away from possession of the puck. Now this is Bo Lancette. Giveaway right in front of the net. Tyler Steinberg nearly with a turnaround score, but not quite. Didn't get it on target. Again, Minnesota only playing in their 3rd game of the tournament after their opener against Slovakia was postponed to Friday morning before the playoff portion. Corwin enters the zone down the right wing side. Corwin, right circle, shoots in and out of the glove. Big rebound in the blue paint. That's knocked away. Now here's Brody Harris of the Blades, but it gets forced out to neutral ice. Minnesota will backhand this one back down deep. Maxim Perot. Now Jordan Loeb. Pass out to neutral ice, and boy, if that one found Brunel, he would have had a breakaway, but Bragnolo intercepts for the Blades, and he'll knock this one back down into the zone. Here's Fontaine now. I still stand by what I said earlier. Quincy Fontaine, for me, of the teams I've seen, is the best player at this Continental Clash so far. 5 goals, 8 assists. Not even done with his 4th game yet. By the way, did I mention he's a defenseman? Putting up those numbers. Now here's Brunel. Got his pocket picked by Hansen. Hansen got it to Nichols. Nichols down the right wing side. He got the puck knocked off of his stick by Caden Brassard. Now a tip play in the slot. That one just goes wide. Great idea by the Blades, but just didn't work out. Now McDowell gets taken down near side. No call. And this one will be sent all the way down. It is an icing. Whistle sounds, clock stops, 11:48 to go in regulation time. Just 3 goals scored in the hockey game in total. 14-13 the shots on goal, favoring the Blades. So after the Lions had the edge in shots on goal, the Blades have pulled ahead and are out shooting them 1-0 in this third period. Corwin ready for the face-off against Broussard. Minnesota attacking zone. It's won by 50-50 puck, and eventually it's possessed by the Lions. Now this is Cetrosini looking to add to his assist tonight. This will be dumped down, chased after below the goal line by members of both teams. A 3-on-2 scrum in the below the goal line area. Puck is found by the Lions. Up high, this is Broussard. Broussard finds Fontaine. Fontaine knocks a man down, and no call on that one. Now the Blades out to neutral ice. This one chipped ahead and sent into the zone by Uncles Bay, the lone goal scorer for Minnesota here in this one. He recorded his first point of the tournament. He was one of 4 guys on this team without a point. Now right in front, this one's in! And Henry Corwin ties the game and hypes up the LSL crowd, who has gone silent. With just under 11 minutes to go in the period, we're starting over. It's 2-2. A really tight play by the net. Wasn't really necessarily a clean shot that put it over the goal line, but the ref pointed, and it's going to count. So Henry Corwin, official credit. Call it his 4th goal of the tournament here in his 3rd game played, and an assist to Mason Unclesbay. So after not having any points through the opening 2 games of the tournament, Mason Unclesbay with a 2-point night here with a goal and an assist. So how will the Lions respond? Here they come over the line. Drop-off pass. That one's found by Steinberg. Pressure by the Blades. They can't get it outside the zone as it's kept alive at the blue line. Now the puck taken by Minnesota. Hansen can't get it cleanly to Peterson. And it's brought back over by LSL. Here's a shot. Didn't get a lot on it. Now a backhand chip. They score! What a shot! Sasha Durdevic. His 4th goal of the tournament. And that tie didn't last long. The Lions right back in the lead. Patrick Kane-esque here in Chicago with the backhand chip play to the top corner. 3-2 in favor of LSL. And the crowd here to my right back into it. And we've been mentioning it all broadcast long. LSL, probably the best crowd any team has had here at this Continental Clash. Now Fontaine looks to add to this lead. He gets taken down from behind. Puck, far side corner with 9:40 to go in regulation time. Still anyone's game here in Mount Prospect. Nichols over the line. Will try a chip desperation shot. That one blocked, never found its way to the target. Now a big hit down in the bench area. No call. As the Blades gather it back. Pocket picked. And this one cleared by Vincent Vinay. It will be an icing. And we'll drop the puck in the Blades attacking zone again with 9:10 to go in the third. As close of a game as you'll have. 15 shots on goal for each side. And a 1-goal hockey game, 3-2 for the Lions. Neither team with any clear momentum over the other. We have seen one overtime game here in the tournament today. It was the first game of the day here on this rink. It was decided 9 seconds into overtime. Here's Uncles Bay. He takes a shot, backhander. That one missed the net. Minnesota finds it again. Here's a shot, big rebound, but stopped by St. Martin. Now here's Bragnolo getting it deep. Charlie Hansen. Uncles Bay now with 2 points already tonight for Minnesota. Uncles Bay, top of the left circle, poke check, and outside the zone it goes. Now it's picked up by Brassard. Brassard takes a hit into the boards, right by the Minnesota bench. No call on that one. Have not seen very many penalties in this game. As a matter of fact, we've only seen one minor for each team. Uncles Bay got it to Hansen. That looked close to offsides, and it's a late whistle, but the ref will call it. And that'll bring the face-off back out to neutral ice. 8:08 to go. Corwin ready for the draw. His opponent, Steinberg, and Steinberg won that face-off. He'll get it back down to Minnesota's end. One man took a tumble for the Blades, and that allows the Lions to get possession back. Here's a chip play from below the goal line. That one would not work. As now Minnesota regathers possession. This is Thompson coming through the neutral zone and over the line. Loose puck recovered by Philip Potvin. Minnesota gets it back. Peterson looked to go to the left point, but that one wouldn't connect. We thank all of you for tuning into this one and tuning in all week long for the Continental Clash. Here's a play right by the net, and Quincy Fontaine tried to one of his signature moves, but he wasn't able to get that one on the cage. It missed the net. Now Corwin shoots, big glove save made by St. Martin, and he'll hang on for a stoppage in play and stoppage in the clock. 7:01 to go, and that fired up the Lions fans here to our right. Right circle face-off, attacking zone for the Blades. What a hockey game we've seen here on the north rink of this Mount Prospect Ice Arena. That one's offsides. Well, why not drop the puck right at center ice? Puck falls. It is won cleanly by the Lions. Bragnolo now ahead McDowell, but it will be recovered by Perreault. Now this is Vincent Vinay. Collision, but the Lions will get it out. Maybe a 3-on-2, 4-on-2 if they can hurry. Here's Jordan Loeb. He looks for a man, got it to the left circle, and Brunel couldn't find another man with that one. No shot on goal from that rush. This is sent all the way down, and it will not be an icing as the Lions elect to touch it before it crosses the icing line. Lancet getting into crunch time territory for the Minnesota Blades, down by one as we get down to less than 6 to go. Lancet flicks this one towards the net, kicked away in the slot, recovered by Lancet, but poked out of the zone. This will be an icing again, this time against the Lions. We'll have to keep an eye down on the goaltender for the Blades, Ethan Lindberg, who's had a good game. 13 saves for him tonight. Although we have seen coaches not pull their goalie at all or pull the goalie really late here at this tournament, because in this tournament, there's no groups or divisions. It's just one big league standings of all 22 teams following their 6 games, as a wraparound try wouldn't go. So you're not always going to be able to rely on the head-to-head to break ties. it's going to come down to goal differential for probably quite a few scenarios. And, of course, if you allow an empty net goal, that will affect your goal differential. So it's not always worth it. But having said that, we have seen a lot of coaches go for it anyway. We'll see what the Blades decide to do here. Here's Lancette over the line, got the puck to the left side. Now this one sent low by Girard. Picked back up. Minnesota dominating the last 2-3 minutes of play here in the attacking zone. Quebec has had a couple rushes the other way, but no clear and away scoring opportunities. Right as I say that, here is the man of the hour, Quincy Fontaine. Fontaine around one. Looks for a shot, tried a tough angle. That was close to where he scored his goal in this game, but this time he missed the net. Nearly parallel to the goal line, Quincy Fontaine. As now we get down to 4:40 to go in regulation time. Minnesota needs a goal. Uncle's Bay. Through neutral ice, comes over the line down the left wing side. He'll put on the brakes, fire a shot, an easy save off the pads of St. Martin. Now Hansen keeps it alive, right point. Got it to the slot. Peterson looking for something. He will get a shot away and right into the glove of St. Martin. Fans getting antsy here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena on both sides. Lions clinging on to a 1-goal lead. Minnesota outshooting them 18-16. Now here's a shot right in close, point blank. Boy, Max Bragnolo that close to his first goal of the tournament. Not so fast, said St. Martin. Thomas St. Martin, a stellar game between the pipes for his Lions. Now another try off the draw wouldn't go. 4 minutes to play in the third period. The Lions looking for some insurance here down the stretch. This is Giabi. Gave it up, and nearly a one-time chance created by Minnesota, but they couldn't get enough on it. Or actually, it was intercepted, I should say. Now behind the goal line, wraparound try, and that one, I believe Lindbergh will get credit for a save on that look. Wraparound failed. Now Lions continue to work with it behind the net. They're okay with killing time here. Taken away by the Blades, but just for a moment. As the loose puck down in the far side half boards. And now Minnesota will get it outside the zone. Here comes Charlie Hansen, one of the more noticeable skaters on this Minnesota Blades team all night. Held without a point so far, number 16, Hansen. Lancette. Now this one's tipped into the zone onside. Here's Nichols, he shoots, that one blocked by a skate, rebound. That one also blocked, this time by a stick of the Lions. Staying put for now is Lindbergh between the pipes on the other end of the ice. We'll keep our eye down there. Now this puck in the near side corner being fought for. It comes free. Penalties coming up here. And this is going to go against Minnesota. Lancette goes palms up. What did I do? A cross check is the signal from the official. And that's going to send the Lions to a power play already up by a goal with 2:31 to go in the period. And that will prompt a timeout. Believe it was called by the Lions. The referee really wants them to get going here. All right, so only our third minor penalty call of the game. Bo Lancette, 2 minutes for cross-checking, will send the Lions to the power play. Remember what we talked about earlier on the broadcast. In spite of the Lions' high-power offense scoring 20 goals through their first 3 games leading into this one, have only found the back of the net twice on the power play, including tonight. They are 2 for 15 on the power play at this tournament. The only goals scored on the power play belong to Quincy Fontaine. Not much of a surprise there, and Felix Bouchens. On the other end, Minnesota Blades, their penalty kill 5 for 6 in the entire tournament, including the 1-for-1 tonight. No shorthanded goals. So we'll see what the strategy entails here. We'll see if Minnesota would pull their goalie to make it 5-on-5. Again, there are 31 seconds that separate the game clock and the power play clock. 2:31 to go in the third period. The Lions, who are up by 1, getting ready for a power play. Both these teams looking to stay undefeated at the Clash. The Lions 3-0, the Blades 2-0. Something's got to give, and we'll know soon. Right circle face-off to start the power play. And the puck falls. Face-off is won back by Minnesota. They will play this one along the boards. It's kept alive at the left point by Quebec. Here's a shot that was going wide, but off the pad anyway of Lindbergh. Now this one forced out. You could already tell Minnesota's playing a little bit more offensive-minded than they normally would, killing a penalty. But here come the Lions. Over the line, it's Quincy. Quincy Fontaine dangling around a couple defenders. He'll get this one to the left circle. Now up high to the left point. This is Perreault. He takes a shot. Save made. Rebound puck flies in the blue paint. A backhand try. That time by Brunel wouldn't go. Under 2 minutes to play. Brunel gets it back. Sends it up high to Fontaine. Big slap shot looking for a tip. Didn't get it. 1:10 to go on the power play. Now here is Henry Corwin. He cannot clear the zone. It stays in. Here's a shot. Big glove save made by Lindbergh. And he'll hang on for a stoppage with 1:30 to go in period number 3. Nice reach out with the glove there to keep his team right in it. 59 seconds on the power play. Left circle face-off this time. Puck falls. It's won, this time by the Lions. 90 seconds to go in the game, in regulation at least. Now here comes Minnesota shorthanded, looking to tie this game up. It's Hansen looking to get this one down to Uncles Bay, who has 2 points in the game. Uncles Bay being pinned up against the boards. That'll allow the Lions to get the puck. They will skate through neutral ice and dump this one down. The goalie was racing off towards the bench for an empty net, and the cage was wide open. And the Lions tried to shoot from their own half to the empty net. It missed, so it will be an icing. Wow. So that's one of those where it wouldn't have counted as an empty net goal because the goalie was still on the ice, but that was a wide open cage, and Quebec just tried firing for it to get something going. And now we'll have our other timeout. One of the more exciting matchups at the Clash so far. It'll be a right circle attacking zone faceoff for the Blades. While they are shorthanded, but we'll see if they make it 5-on-5 with an empty net. The goaltender is on the bench and not in the huddle, so you have to think so, as they talk things over at both benches. Lions are done with their huddle. Blades are just wrapping up. 1:04 to go in the third period. Yes, indeed. It'll be 5-on-5 as Ethan Lindbergh stays at the bench for the extra attacker while shorthanded. They'll have 30 seconds of 5-on-5. Then it'll be the traditional 6-on-5 you get by pulling your goalie. All right, here we go. Face-off won by Minnesota. It's Bragnolo down in the corner. He centered it right in the slot. Here's a shot. Big save. Rebound is looking to be cleared by the Lions. They can't get clean possession of it. Now they'll find it. LSL out to neutral ice. It's Brassard. He lost the puck, and now Minnesota comes back in the other way. 15 on the power play. 42 in the game. Puck being pinned up against the boards at the left side corner. Looking to poke it free is Minnesota. They do. Tough angle shot. That one was stopped by St. Martin. Power play is over. We've got a 6-on-5 here with the empty net. 28 seconds to go. Lions can't clear the zone. It's kept alive left point by Bragnolo. Now below the net. Quebec in the corner looking to backhand this one out, and they will get it out to neutral ice. Minnesota takes possession back, but they're going to have to hurry. 10 seconds on the clock. Here's a rush into the zone. They can't get it past the blue line without dumping it down. Goes right to Fontaine, who lifts it all the way down for the empty net. That misses, and there's 0.5 on the clock. And they will likely add half a second. I think it was probably 2 seconds on the in-arena clock when the whistle sounded. So let's see what they do here if they add any time. 1.5, so they added a full second. That's enough time to pull it back and take a shot. They might try a shot off the faceoff. That's exactly what they do. Corwin can't hit the net. And an incredible game comes to an end as the LSL Lions hold on for a 3-2 regulation victory over the Minnesota Blades, and they have made it 4-0 here at the Continental Clash, joining only North Star Elite and the British Columbia Bulldogs as the only teams undefeated through 4. A great performance from the Lions. Certainly their most stressful game so far. They've had a 5-3 win, 7-3, and 8-1 victories. This one just decided by 1 goal against the Minnesota Blades. But they will take all 3 points and head into the final day of the tournament, looking to finish as one of the top seeds in the league portion and get a good spot in the playoff bracket. So as the winning team from Quebec, we will hear the national anthem of Canada following this one. So enjoy, O Canada. And just as they have done 3 other times this weekend, the LSL Lions sing along to the Canadian national anthem with a little French mixed in there for the Quebec fans. And that's going to do it for our broadcast, and that's going to do it for the day. Me and Anthony here on the North Rink all day. 2 down, 4 to go, man. Let's do it. This is Dylan Ward on the play-by-play with the headset on, and Anthony Lunn, your producer for this one. We say so long from Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Don't forget, each and every game of this Continental Clash tournament can be found right here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN TV, either on our website or on YouTube. We will see ya for the next one.